LearnBiz LLC is an entrepreneur coaching agency which customizes solutions to help businesses grow and thrive in an ever-changing economy.
You are listening to LearnBiz The Podcast, where we share an entrepreneur's journey and allow you to obtain insight into their path to success. We're here to educate other entrepreneurs about the ins and outs of running a small business, and we will provide you with tips and resources that can help you along your entrepreneurial journey.
Music selection, Midnight Silhouette by Devon Wright.
Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, how are you?
Hello.
It is so good to see you. Welcome to LearnBiz The Podcast.
It's a pleasure to be on this podcast. Thank you so much.
So, Torlin, let's start with this. Tell us, who are you?
Well, let me first say thank you so much for having me on. It's an honor to even select me, a small business for myself, just starting out in the business. I am overjoyed, and it's a blessing that you chose me. So thank you, Lisa. Thank you, LearnBiz.
You're very, very welcome. Absolutely.
Well, I am Tora. I have my own body sculpting business. But my background is medical. I have a degree as a cardiovascular sonographer. Can you believe that? Yes. I study your heart and your arteries. I traveled through the pandemic time, going to different states, different colleges, doing the physical on their hearts and their arteries just to make sure they can play the sports they're participating in. However, each school I attended and worked at, all the kids had COVID. All the sonographers got COVID except me, but my husband said, come home. So he sent me home, and he asked me, what is it that I want to do? Why are you here? Do you want to go back and work? I'm like, no. He said, I don't want you to go back to work either. So he was like, what is it that you want to do? I'm like, I want to start my business. He said, let's do it. So we did it. So I believe it's about 6 months now. Mm-hmm. I'm actually still in the business, working for myself. Yeah.
I love it. So your shift came during the pandemic.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
What were the duties of a medical stenographer?
Well, my duty was actually, I traveled through different states. When I say travel, every week we was in a different state. I went from Tallahassee to Georgia to Texas, and to Missouri. We went everywhere, and our job was to basically do a physical on the football players there, or any sports that the kids play. We had to make sure they did the EKGs, we did their arteries, we checked their heart, just make sure they're in good shape to play the sports that they're in.
Okay, and the reason why I asked that question, because I'm trying to connect like how you got to where you are now with your business idea. Was this something that was baking in you the whole time?
Absolutely, yes, it was. I always wanted to go into the body sculpting business. I always wanted to go into beauty and health. But it's just like, what is it that I want to go into in that, helping someone? And just looking at because before I even went to the schools, I was working inside the hospital, interning in the hospitals, and it was a lot of Black women in the hospital regarding obesity. And I was like, how can you prevent this? Like, what is it that I can do to prevent it? Because I'm looking at their hearts and their arteries. Now it's like, wow, it's a lot of clog. Wow, this is that. And leading to that, to looking up stuff where I can provide a weight loss plan for them. I can help them liquidate a fat. I can suggest other things they can do to overcome that obesity. So that will lead me to I Am Her Beauty Bar.
Wow. And I love the name too. Can I ask you, what was the thought process behind your business name, I Am Her Beauty Bar?
I always believe in affirmation, and I always believe in the word I am. And the word I am is so strong. So putting that into my business, I think make it even stronger, because becoming that person that you want to be, let me help you scope you. My business is just not about scoping, but changing your mindset as well as a shift to the energy that you need to transition to that person, that woman you want to become, whether it's mentally or physically. I Am Her will do that for you.
That's great. And so obviously you thought a lot about that, and those affirmations are very, very important in business.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. Say it every day.
So tell me, how was your business flowing through the pandemic, especially the shutdown portion of the pandemic? What happened then? And then what about shifting out of the shutdown portion of the pandemic? What's been going on with the business?
I must say that people still want to stay in shape during the pandemic. It doesn't matter. People still want to stay healthy, stay fit, and look good. Whether you're in your house or walking your dog outside, you still want to look good doing those things, right? Mm-hmm. So I didn't have a hard time transitioning to that, because my philosophy was not only let me shape your body, but let me shape your mind. So they was very in tune to that. So it wasn't really hard transitioning from being a cardiovascular sonographer to body scoping, because it was a need, actually. I know it's like it's a necessity, but I don't think it's a necessity to want to, do something like this for yourself. It was actually still a need, where you're coming in to find out, hey, can you, help me transition from this to this? So yeah, during the pandemic, it's good.
Wait, how did you tell me how you found people, how people found you? Tell me about that process.
Oh, I have a great mentor. She actually has a fitness studio where she helped me become actually I Am Her Beauty Bar. She put it in like just do it as well. Not only my husband as well as her. She like, let's make it happen. And everyone in the studio was so thrilled and so excited. And that's where it popped out from me being in her studio, helping people in there with their inches lost, helping them transition, losing fat in certain areas of their part of their bodies to, okay, I see this business going big. So yeah, it was my mentor, my coach, my leader.
So when people see these results, they are so how do you know how much body sculpting to get? Tell us what exactly is body sculpting.
Well, body sculpting is a non-invasive treatment that you receive on any part of your body that has stubborn fat. So it can be under your chin, on your arms, on your belly, any part of your body where you consistently work out and like it's not just moving, it's not moving. And that's my job, to help you melt down that fat. When I say melt, let me just say liquefy the fat so it can go through your lymphatic system where you urinate it out. And people understood that concept when I sat down with them and explained to them how it works. Far as with results, right? You want to understand regarding results. Everybody's body is different. When you lay on my table, well, before you even lay on my table, we do a consultation. We understand your goals, where you want to be. And I'd be real with you. I'd be realistic with you, with your goals. And I also pair that with fitness and working out, because you can sit here on my bed and say, hey, I want you to sculpt my body and do that. I'm like, what is it that you're going to do for yourself when you walk off this table? Are you working out? Are you going to walk for 30 minutes? Are you going to do this? So we put together a fitness plan as well as a sculpting plan to make you achieve these goals that you want. So I always say, what's your end game in mind? So yeah.
So you can help sculpt the hips, the butt, the inner thighs, outer thighs. What other areas do you sculpt? And do you mainly service just women?
Oh, no, I have guys as well. And guys always focus on their abs. Women's is the abs and the butt. And when I say the scope the butt, we're doing more as a lifting, because you lose collagen and your butt starts to fall down, just like, in your face. When you lose the collagen there, it starts to droop. So you have that same droop with your butt. So basically what I do is provide a lift with the butt. So it's basically scoping your butt to have get you that yum arch again with the butt. But guys that come in, they want that 6-pack, and I still be realistic with them as well. Like, hey, what is it that you're going to do after you finish this session? So we come up with a great game plan for them as well. So
you have a game plan for everybody, huh?
Oh yeah. The guys, it's so funny because they are a bit more stubborn. Like, I just got to do this and then go to work. I'm like, no, you need to do this and you need to do this. We need to sign you up to somewhere to get this going, keep this activated. So it's funny because the women, they be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. They be all on it, but the guys a bit more laid back. So I got to be a bit more tough on them.
Right. Motivate them a little bit more.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So for someone who might be interested in getting into this business, someone watching you thinking, that's the kind of thing I want to do. I want to help people. What type of entrepreneurial advice might you give someone who looks up to you? And, give them a little bit about what their roadmap might be like.
Do your research. And I'll be coming out with an ebook soon on the how-to of body sculpting too. But do your research, because you can get caught up like I did the first time. I got caught up with a bad experience where I paid someone to help me become who I am, or try to become who I am today, which that wasn't that individual, where I paid thousands and thousands of dollars and had a terrible training session where I had to go back and do another training session with someone else who gave me a great experience. So you do your research. When you find out the training that you want to look for the business, you want to also, look them up on Instagram, go through the customers review. You want to go to the Better Business Bureau. So just like you're going to school, you're going to attend in college, you want to do that same type of research for the trainer that's going to train you to be successful in your business. So it's all about that key things: research.
Wow, that's very, very important. And then putting what other advice, one last bit of advice might you give about the type of resources that you need to maintain your business, the type of investment? Can you talk a little about some of those things or challenges?
Everything I had to find on my own. There was each trainer provide different information to you. You want to make sure that you are LLC. You want to make sure that you are insurance. You want to make sure that you follow your state guidelines, because you don't want to be, doing services on individuals that you're not allowed to do. So those are some key things as well. Make sure you follow your state guidelines. Make sure you have your license. Make sure you have insurance. God forbid something happens in your business, you want to make sure that you are covered, as well as that you can cover that client as well. My key thing is having that backbone too. Someone that's going to continue to push you and motivate you to keep going, because you're going to have the days where you don't feel like marketing, you don't feel like doing this, you don't feel like doing that. You have that backbone to keep pushing you as well.
Yes, and having business coaches and people in your life that motivate you, it's very important.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I think you're onto something there. I've talked with someone recently who said that every really successful business person has business coaches.
Absolutely. Because it gets tough out here in this small business world, because you feel like you're not doing enough. You give yourself little credit. You look at everybody else's journey, and then you look at yourself, and you shouldn't do that. Focus on yourself, and continue just to grow your business. Don't try to do it as fast and go out there and mess up. Grow it slow so it can be professional, so it can be the right type of business that you're looking to go into. But that mentorship, that coach, is the key factor of everything, because without my coach, without my mentor, Actually, I'm gonna have to call her once we got off the phone. So I did my first interview without that cheerleader behind you, and as well as you have that spouse. My husband is amazing. I mean, he is amazing. Anything I want and need, that man there will support me 100%. I just praise God, and I'm so grateful that I have him in my life.
Yes, that's amazing. Beautiful.
Yes. And your family too. And don't get so hung up trying to sell everything to your family, because your family and friends will probably not buy nothing from you. So you go out and you search for other people and customers that will buy from you. So don't get overwhelmed with trying to sell to your friends and family on Facebook. Don't get angry at them. Don't be mad at them. Don't write posts, "Oh, you didn't have to buy from me." Just bless them so they can bless your business. Maybe they'll bless your business by reposting you. That's good.
Those are great tips. Thank you so much, Ms. Tora.
Thank you so much for having me.
How do people reach you if someone's interested in defying gravity and getting some lifts and getting more beautified?
Oh, yeah. Well, you can reach me at I Am Her BBB. I'm sorry. Let me start back over. I Am Her Beauty Bar LLC at gmail.com. If you want to email me, you can. My Instagram is I Am Her Beauty Bar LLC. My Facebook is I Am Her Beauty Bar LLC. Definitely reach out to me. Have any questions or concerns? Call me, text me, email me. I also will put out an ebook so you guys can have a full description on how to do this business right.
Well, thank you, and definitely keep us posted when your ebook comes out so you can circle back and tell us more about it.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
We appreciate you on LearnBiz The Podcast. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Music selection, Midnight Silhouette by Devon Wright.
Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.